What's going on, Solid Steppers? It's Miss Ward coming to you early morning, South Florida. Sun shines out, sky looking good. We out here to get it. Alright, so today is going to be a phenomenal day. This is how you subcontract the right way. You feel me? So for instance, today we got a total of 18 jobs along with 2 recalls. Alright, so today it's myself and 3 subs working it. So what we do is we simply coordinate the subs and their areas of strength, and we coordinate their schedules. Prime example, I'm going to give you guys how my day starts. I get up, coordinate everything, send out the list of where they're going to be working, what they're going to be working on. Most of the stuff is already pre-diag. That frees me up to go ahead and diag while they knock out the work, which is my business model. Basically, I diag the jobs and then send the text out. Occasionally, they will diag if it's something I can't get to or something like that, but I'm really anal about the diagnostic process, or either I have one of my lead subs do the diagnostic who's been in the game forever, you know. The only problem I run into occasionally is that, you know, I go to business completely different, meaning that not only am I going to take care of the issue, the immediate item that's broken, but I'm also going to recommend any type of preventive maintenance or things that I know that are going to break or have issues on this appliance, because my whole goal is to keep my recall down. It's very difficult to explain to a customer once you repair something that something else went. That just means that either you don't have the experience or you weren't prepared or haven't seen it, and then that opens the door for issues. So the way that I keep my recall rate down is I go in, I look at where the main issue is, and then I explain and educate the customer on what future problems are. Like prime example, say I go in and do a Samsung. We all know about the thing with the fan in the fresh food department, the sensors, those of us that use auxiliary heaters, blah, blah, blah. We also know that Samsung has an issue with the ice maker. So you should be having those conversations with the drain kits, the ice maker, the thermoprobe, things of that nature. You need to be having those conversations. That way you educate the client on the appliance, because they're going to Google. They know that they have an issue with ice makers. A lot of times they know about other issues. Like prime example, last night I had a customer late out in Wellington, one of my favorite places, and that client was aware this was a 2020, repeat, 2020 Samsung 5-door refrigerator, and it was a trip, because the reality is that the board went, and it's like the main thing when you look it up, that board comes up. So I went in, had already prepped the customer gave me the information. I went in with the board, plug and play, made a quick 550, 600, you know what I mean? But it's about being prepared. I didn't have a problem going in after hours to do it, because the customer had no problem paying the fee for that kind of service. But getting back to the diag piece, you know, I always want to push on the diagnostic. It's not always perfect, but it works really well for me. So out of those jobs, each tech has roughly about five jobs. Some have 6, because they may be minor jobs. And like one may have in the tech, the subs are actually handling the recalls, because one is a LG ice maker not making ice, and then the other is a issue with a defective jazz board and a Maytag. So at the end of the day, everything's rolling, everything's coordinated. I made sure that, you know, I had Uber pick up the packages and the parts. Everything was delivered directly to the techs. I watch and monitor all that. I'm trying to get as much done as possible, you know, because when you're pushing, you know, almost 20 jobs on a Saturday, you gotta coordinate. You know, that's crazy when I see people run 7, 8, 9, 10 calls a day, and the quality suffers. you're burnt out. And I'm not saying I'm not burnt out. I'm always burnt. But that's because I chose that life. Because not only do I do this, of course, I do many other things. So at the end of the day, for me to get this part of my business life where I need to go, this is the way I choose to move. Everything that helps me is the quality of subs. I have unbelievable subs. Most of my subs either have their own businesses, the ones that do the troubleshooting for me, or and they excel in their own right, with or without Miss Ward. So we have a mutual respect there. Or either they work in a facility that they work during the week, and they already do night work for me after that job, and they've been on those jobs for 12 years or more. So these guys are experienced. The only problem you have when you deal with people who work for a company is the fact that they may have some of those company habits. Like the company may tolerate stuff I don't. Like me, I don't tolerate the radio. Like my guys know the customer service piece, I'm already an asshole, okay? So piss my customer off after I've gotten these rave reviews. And the key is there's a whole thing that goes into that. I qualify the customer. I qualify the tech. I communicate. I wow the customer, because I might tell them we're going to be able to get to it Sunday or Monday, but then I move up and I get all the work done earlier than they expect. So the price is always under promise and over deliver. That's how you gotta move, because then the customer is pleasantly surprised. Man, these people, here they go with this damn driving. No blinkers. Y'all get your people. Anyway, at the end of the day, you know, it's all in how you work. Like, yeah, we cover several parts of Florida, but we cover the high-end parts that pay for the service, they pay for the travel. You know, and we build these relationships, and we pick and choose who we want to do business with. All that goes into my model. So that's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work because you have to keep your data on point. At all times, you got to be qualifying your customer. Like I get calls from customers all the time, and I never do that. And a lot of times I don't do them because they don't fit my type of customer, the caliber of customer I deal with. You know, we're not a good match, but I do make sure that I send them to someone else on, you know, that's in my area that does great work, so we all eat. So I try to funnel those jobs to guys who I know can get it done. You know, the only problem I have sometimes with that, if I funnel a job to a guy, some of the guys want me to handle it. I'm like, that's not my customer. I'm giving them to you. You handle it. I don't have no intention. Like the worst thing that ever happens is when you give a job to somebody and you tell them, look, this is going to be your customer. I'm done. And the customer's blowing you up actually where they at. I'm like, really? I pass this headache on because at the end of the day, this is not my caliber customer, or this is not my skill set, or I can't take care of them, but I know you can. You have great customer service skills. Here's a customer for you, you know? They're going to do business with somebody. If they're going to not do it with me, they need to be doing it with people in my group. That's just how I feel. But, you know, and I go to business, like I said, completely differently. I'll see guys go in, they'll fix an appliance, they'll reset it, fix the customer, charge the customer $70. And then the customer's blowing them up because the guy told them, look, there's a problem with the board, I'm going to reset it. They don't give them a quote with the board, they don't document nothing, then they wonder, like, really? But that's how they go to business. People have an issue with the way I go to business because of I charge Blue Book plus convenience fees, plus travel fee, plus weekend fee, Sunday fee, Saturday fee. There are no appliance replacements that are open on the weekend. None. Not really. You know, none of the big guys. So of course I'm going to capitalize on it. That's just going to business the right way in my head. You know. But that's just a little bit of how I get down. I should be at my location here shortly. So I just wanted to give you guys some words of wisdom and a couple of tips on the subcontracting game. You know, people like, yeah, but there's a price you pay for this. These guys, I don't pay them pennies, I pay them well. And I pay them well because they perform. Yeah, they get on my nerves. I got one that I love him to death, and he swear he like a couple. But at the end of the day, you know, we do business. We take the emotion out, we do business. And when you do business and take the emotion out, your life is so much better. With that said, let me go get this paper. You guys have a great weekend. Oh yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And if you need consulting as far as business, subcontracting, stabilizing your business, warranty, how to handle warranties properly, warranty companies properly to get your maximum payout, and coordinate it and scheduling properly. If you have an issue with calls, as far as call centers, anything like that, we have coaching in the links. So feel free to hit a link underneath the in the description under the video. Have a great weekend, and remember, keep stepping, because I damn sure am.